Today I wanted to do a real quick update on my notebooks, also to mention a few changes that I've done to my system as a whole, and also to show the setup for the one notebook that I will be doing for the one notebook challenge in April. Again, that's just for the first week of April. I'll be using this little one for everything basically, so I'll be setting it up very soon. And first I will begin with the field notes. As you probably know, I've been creating a few products for field notes, and I just wanted to show them real quick. This one is a habit tracker. This one I think is my favorite so far. It's a bullet point habit tracker, meaning that you can track your habits, but also whenever you remove a bullet point, you can use that for other things like okay. Okay. I don't know if we'll manage to do a video today. Okay. This is not gonna, Kitty, this is not gonna work. Can I please do my video, please? Can I just real quick? Okay. Can I? Okay. Are you good? All right. So yeah, as soon as you remove one of the bullet points, you can use it in other things like your key, your index, for your bookmarks, or for general to-do lists, like I'm using over here. And I love the idea of having this be a dual purpose habit tracker, and every day you can remove the stickers that correspond to each habit, and then you can use that as a bullet point. I wanted to show real quick everything. So here I have some generic bullet points. These are perfect for indexing and for your bookmarks as well, but also I created this specifically for to-do lists, so this is really nice for that. This is a craft sticker paper, which I haven't really seen anywhere, so that's why I really wanted to create this, because I had these sticker sheets and I knew that I could create something really unique that really goes with the field notes. So yeah, these are my general bullet points. These are my new bookmark tabs. I haven't put this up on my shop yet because I'm still developing this, so this is just for me to use for now. These are bigger bullet points, and these are perfect for the key. I created two keys here because I created these bullet points after these ones, but I think that these are better for indexing because they're bigger, and also they fit on the bookmarks as well, so that's perfect. So for the bookmark tabs, I'll be creating a bigger version as well. That will probably be this size because I want to be able to write something like a word like this. But I think the smaller ones are really cute, and you can easily just put a bullet point there to indicate which subject you're talking about in each page. I think it's a good system overall. I really love that everything just fits in here nicely, and it doesn't really take up too much space. And I really like the tab here. I don't know, it's just one of those little things that just make a difference. I really enjoyed using the field notes, and I'm still experimenting with some layouts and how to use this properly, but it has been very useful to me, mainly for ideas. And I do use it for everything, really. Anything that comes to mind, all of my projects, I just come to this. It's something that I can just grab as soon as I have an idea and be able to sketch it out. And then if an idea is good enough, I'll transfer that to my planner, where I have my official to-do list and all the information that I need for my projects. I'm planning to create, I think, one more product for this one, but it will probably be a freebie. So I'm going to be creating like a sampler. So it will be a page like this with different kinds of boxes that you can use. In this style, basically, I try to keep everything in the field notes style so you can just fit in perfectly. And because I really need a freebie for my field notes orders, and it doesn't make sense for me to just offer the same thing that somebody bought. I think that's kind of boring. So I'll be creating a sampler basically with different boxes and to-do lists and things like that. I'm still working on that, but hopefully I'll finish it these days. So yeah, moving on, I want to talk about this one. So this is the Hobonichi plain notebook A6 size, which unfortunately I had to retire because it just didn't work the way that I wanted it to work. Essentially, I replaced it with field notes because that's how I've been using field notes. I wanted to create a key and have like different subjects in here, but I don't know why it didn't work for me, even though it's just, I still have a list, a key here, and I could write in these pages anything that I wanted to, but it just didn't work. I'm not sure why. I prefer field notes for that now. Is it because it's smaller? I'm not sure. I really don't know what makes this a better choice than this one. It could be the size. Maybe this is too big. It needs more attention in the layout. I don't know. I really don't know. But yes, for now, I have retired this one. I'm not using it right now, but I will use it in the future 100%. This will not go to waste. Probably next year I'll focus on finding ways to use this, but I feel that I have to really define its use and also come up with a much better layout for this one, and because that really helps me to use it when it has a very specific purpose and a very specific layout. I try to keep using it by turning this into a list notebook, so basically just writing all of my lists here, but again it didn't work. I'm not sure why. Obviously this is an experiment, right, to see what works and what doesn't, but so far, and I thought, honestly, if you go back to my videos, you will see that I really thought that this would be my most important notebook, because it was supposed to be for all my important information and all of my sketches, all of my projects. But honestly, I don't know what went wrong here. So yeah, I'll be using this for something else in the future. For now, I'll be using the field notes for this specific purpose, which is just general notes and sketching and developing of specific projects. So yeah, this one will be retiring for now. And then we have my Wix, which honestly so far I'm very happy with it. So I don't have anything to complain about, I think. No, I probably do. Yes, the only thing I want to complain about is that I feel that I need more space here. It's not so much a complaint as it is just something that has changed in my life. So it's not the Wix fault, it's my fault. So yeah, I initially got the Weeks because I didn't have such an extensive daily to-do list or daily tasks. So I thought this one will be perfect because I'll just come in, write just the few things that I have to do every day, and it will be enough, it will be minimal, it will help me so much to focus on those things that I have to do, and it would just work, right? Because I needed a space where I only write about what I have to do that day, and most importantly, be able to go back to it, right? To go back to that day and see what happened, what I did, to remember everything, right? But as I'm developing different projects and I'm becoming busier, I guess, my to-do list has become more extensive. So the only thing that I have a problem with right now is the space. Obviously, there's some days that I don't have as many things to do, but I would really prefer to be able to write an extensive list of what I did that day, and just in general, more space for me to write in. I don't think I'll be changing my system until the end of the year. I'll keep going with the system that I've set up, and I think it works well, but for next year I'll definitely be considering a different system. So I'll be using this a lot more now because the attention is not split anymore between these two books. It's just this one, and I think overall by retiring this one it will give me time to be able to focus on this one. And so far, yeah, I've been very happy with it, and my planner kit has really helped me with the layout because I never wanted to spend too much time having to figure out the layout in here. I just want to focus on the productive part, on the tasks and the things that I have to do, the things that I have to focus on, new ideas that I have that I want to implement throughout the week. So yeah, this has been working really well so far. I'll be designing more planner kits very soon, but this one I really liked it because of the colors. They're so light and it just creates this soothing feeling. I don't know. I like the natural colors of it. I don't like anything too bright. It's just really tiring to see very bright colors, so I'm really happy with the colors here. I'll be creating another planner kit very soon, probably tomorrow. I do like consistency, but sometimes I get bored of the same things over and over, and I would really like to have way more of these. I'm planning to create a lot more of these, but so far I've been focusing on the field notes, and because they have been so successful, I couldn't really stop. And I had to focus on creating more and sort of completing the collection of products for the field notes, because I do want to move on to the weeks and also to other notebooks that I'm using, and so many other ideas that I have for products and stickers. But so far I'm stuck a little bit on these because obviously if something is more profitable, that would help me to keep going. So I really want to complete the collection for field notes so I can move on to other things as well. But honestly, when an idea comes to mind and it's something unique that has not been done before, I just get too excited and I have to create it. I can't say no. But I would love to be able to complete this collection, just have it at my shop, and have specific products for the field notes and specific products for the weeks, because I do want to use different notebooks and these are very useful for me. So yeah, I want to create different collections for all of my notebooks, but also for other notebooks because people use different things. So I want to be able to offer something for that as well. Yeah, so far I found that, I don't know, I found it very challenging to use the Hobonichi Weeks without stickers. I found that very challenging because I don't want to have to think about a layout every week, especially when it comes to my planner, because the main focus needs to be on the to-do list, on the planning aspect of it. But at the same time, I wanted something that looks pretty, right? And something that looks consistent and sort of in place. So yeah, I found that especially for the Hobonichi Weeks, I need to use a planner kit so I don't have to figure out anything and just come in, set up everything, and just start doing my to-do lists. I want to do a quick update on my graphic novel notebook. I haven't had too much free time to work on this, but I wanted to show where I am right now. So this is what I have so far. These are the first pages. Probably seen this many times. This one I think is my favorite so far. And here I left one empty because I wanted to do something similar to this one. That's why I've left this empty and moved on to this one. And this is the last one I have. I filled it in with 2 magical items. I sort of finished it up with a few details here and there. I'm very happy with this spread as well. I think it's cleaner. It's not as busy as this one, for example. Although I think that this style really fits with busy spreads and like too many details and stuff like that. So I think it works either way. But yeah, I can't wait to fill in more pages. Want to finish this one. I'll be doing something very similar to this, just a different potion. And I'm not sure if I'll keep the same layout as this one. It would definitely make sense to do something the same because it would look like it's from the same book, let's say. So this is like the concept that I do for these pages. It's supposed to look like it's pages from different books or just pieces of paper, like parchment paper with articles, let's say, or just taken from other books. That's the vibe that I want to give here. And yes, I'll be doing something very similar to this. And then I decided, and that's the big update, I guess, I decided that I'll continue with double spreads because it just makes more sense to me. It looks the best, and I prefer to do it that way, specifically because other than the fact that it looks great and more consistent, I don't want to have to figure out too many things, like how to make 2 different spreads fit together. Especially here, I think you can see if this spread was exactly the same as this one, it would make more sense. But now I feel that it's just too different. So I think that from now on, I'll continue with the double spreads like this and this one, because it just makes more sense. And when you open it up, it's like a book. So I really love that vibe, and I want to keep going with this one. But lately I've been very busy with the shop, which is quite unexpected. I did not expect to have this much work. Honestly, I have always been preparing for failure, that I sort of forgot to prepare for success. It's just one of those things that you don't really expect. Even though I took the leap to create this shop and to start selling my stickers, I really didn't expect to even make one sale. But as soon as I started getting customers, I realized that, okay, I really need to organize for this. I really need to prepare myself for this. It's good to prepare for failure so you don't get disappointed, but also make sure that you're preparing for success as well, because that's even harder. Failure is easy, you know, you don't have to do anything when you're failing. So yeah, make sure you're preparing for success as well. I'm really hoping to do another spread this week, a double spread here, but also to fill in this gap here. I do not like gaps, so I'm really hoping to have the time for this week. And yes, I'll be moving on to my daily journal, and then I will do the 1 notebook challenge. As I've mentioned many times, I love my journal. It has helped me so much to reach my goals, especially when it comes to my projects, because I'm able to sort of process my thoughts through writing the daily logs here. And obviously the to-do list, very, very useful. And in the beginning, you might notice that my drawings were more exciting, let's say, than if you compare to more recent spreads. It's definitely a direct reflection on how busy I am. So in the beginning, I was able to focus a lot more on the illustrations. And because I didn't have any other notebook, I think it was the only one I was using at the time, I was just focusing on this. I didn't even have a planner, so this was working as a planner as well. And you can clearly see that when I had time to focus on this and to do extra illustrations, it's just much more exciting and fun than it is now, I guess. I did not really anticipate the change in my lifestyle and how busy I am today. It still looks okay, but in the early days, obviously, it was much more exciting. And I was enjoying it a lot more, I have to be honest. I think the most exciting part was being able to practice my illustration, because for so many years I couldn't do illustrations like this. I was sort of stuck creatively, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I didn't really know my style. So this part was the most exciting, I think, to me, to be able to create these cute doodles every day and to see sort of my skills improve every day. It was definitely the highlight of the day, but I have to honestly say that my journal has changed my life. And I owe everything to this journal right now. It might sound dramatic, but it's definitely true. And I'm really glad that I did this. I'm really surprised as to how consistent I've been with this one. Although the past few weeks I have taken some breaks from it, but definitely it's still very useful to me. And I realized how much I need this daily log, because when I don't do this on days that I skipped, let's say, my day looked very different. I was much less productive and just disoriented altogether, because I didn't have the chance to actually process my thoughts and to decide, because while I'm writing things, I'm deciding what to do that day. I'm sort of recalling past information, remembering everything that I like, everything that I'm working on. So this is really important to me. And this, I really love the yesterday's spread. I don't know what's different about it. I think my handwriting is more neat. And I really like the small doodles here. This is today's spread. I haven't finished yet. It's the middle of the day still, so I'll be finishing this later on. But yeah, I think that taking a break from this will be really good for me, and I'll be able to just focus on other things for now, and to have the chance to experiment with a one notebook system, which is something that I wanted to do from the beginning, as I said earlier, but I never managed. So this will be a great experiment for me, to be able to use just one notebook, nothing else. Obviously, I'll be keeping the graphic novel notebook. That is very different. It's not really part of my planning system or journaling. But yeah, I think that this will be a really great experiment, and I will learn so much from this. So yeah, this will be the last day, and then for a whole week I'll be using this one. So I'll be taking a break from this, and also from the weeks. I'll be taking a break from the weeks, as I'll be setting up a planner kit. I have a weekly schedule here. I'll be setting it up today, which is the exact same system as the weeks, so that will be very easy to use, as I'm used to this one as well. Also, I'll be taking a break from the field notes, because I added a few pages here for sketches and ideas, which is how I usually use the field notes. So I'll be focusing on sketching my ideas here. So now I'll be setting up the little notebook, and I'll show you the layouts that I'll be doing. Everything will be very simple, very straightforward, and I'll be focusing on the content, not so much the design. but definitely using stickers will be a great help because I won't have to figure out too much in terms of design. The first page is just a general list of things that I do every day. So as soon as I open this, I want to be able to focus on these things, just some daily habits and general things that I want to do throughout the week. Here I'll be using this page to draw a few doodles of my interests, and again it's to remind me of the things that I like, the things that I want to do during that week or in general. Here is a general to-do list that I will be filling in tomorrow. And it's again the things that I'll be doing throughout this week. Here I will leave this blank because it will be for sketching ideas, anything that comes to mind. So instead of doing that in the field notes, I'll be doing it here. So I'll just leave this blank. There will not be any sort of structure to this. These 2 pages will be like a general budget and savings, long-term savings, and just my expenses throughout the week. This is the weekly schedule. I set it up just like my Hobonichi Weeks. Very helpful to have this planner kit. Made it so much easier, and I think it looks really nice and cute. So as soon as the week starts tomorrow, I'll be able to come in and write everything that I want to do that week. Basically, I'll be writing the to-do list first and then taking each of those tasks and adding them to each day. And here I'll be starting my daily entries. I will leave this page blank probably just so I can avoid the ghosting. And for the daily entries, I might do a layout similar to the journal that I have now, but just much smaller. And probably I'll be doing a to-do list on this side and then having a journal entry on this side. And then after this, I might be adding a few bookmarks as well for individual projects, but I will leave that for later on in the week. I think this will work really nicely, and I'm really happy with how it looks. And I love how small this is, and I already feel the pressure sort of being lifted with this. I don't know. It's so small and it feels so manageable. So I think this will be an amazing experience. And next week I'll give you the updates and how it went, what I learned from this, and how I'll be moving forward with my system, if I'll be making any changes or anything like that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.